Hey, what's up, guys? Sam here, and I'll be doing the crypto video for Friday, January 24th, 2025. So, we're about to go into the long weekend here, and yesterday was a very large volume day for crypto, especially ETFs like IBIT, I think, had its largest single share day of ever. As far as I could tell, it was around 119 million shares were traded yesterday. And that was primarily due to the fact that there was quite a bit of speculation in terms of what Trump was going to sign for executive orders regarding crypto. I believe the speculation and the hope, certainly, was that Trump would sign the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, essentially meaning that the U.S. government starts buying Bitcoin to hold as kind of a reserve currency, similar to what they used to do with gold, right? Kind of this underlying, underpinning reserve currency for the dollar, essentially. And of course, if the U.S. government, the world's biggest entity in terms of dollars, starts buying something, right, especially something that has limited supply, 21 million Bitcoin maximum, then of course that's going to go have the price go way up. It turns out the market was actually disappointed by what he signed. It wasn't specific to Bitcoin. It was more of a basket of cryptocurrencies that didn't actually mention Bitcoin, and so the market had a little bit of a pop on the rumor, and then a drop on the expectations that were unmet. But the setup actually didn't change. So here we are, one day removed from the event, and we have Bitcoin of about $2,600. So I wanted to show you guys a couple things here that I'm looking at, because we do have a position together in the room in the IBIT Bitcoin ETF, and we'll see if it works out. The primary signal for it is going to be right over here. It's based on the 2-day squeeze. So this is a nice looking flat with an upward bias 2-day squeeze there on the I'm looking at this through the micro Bitcoin futures, but you could look at this with anything. And it is a max bull squeeze, and it does have the right kind of shape to the squeeze. Right, the squeeze was forming in a downward fashion. It went flat, and now it has a little bit of that hook higher. That is very much a hallmark of a squeeze that might be ready to fire. So this is the primary signal that I'm looking at here, and I'm thinking that this signal should, barring some market-wide problem, should be enough to get it to break out through above this common resistance here, roughly at 110,000, which was major resistance. And if that is the case, then I think that's good enough to take you into about, conservatively, about 114,000, with an upper kind of more aggressive target, more of a moonshot target, right around 120,000. So that is the primary signal there that I'm seeing on Bitcoin. But I also want to show you this, because this is a ticker that I think is really interesting. For those of you that might not be overly familiar with the crypto space, this is a ticker that I think is one that is very important to have in your back pocket. And I'll go ahead and pull it up here so you can see what it is. And it's just, you can find it by just typing total, and TradingView will start to guess that you mean crypto cap total. So basically the entire market cap of the crypto market. I put this divisor in just to make it easier to read. At the end of the day, this is what the ticker actually is, right there. So, that's what you would look for. Just type in total, and it'll be the one that says crypto cap. And then I just put that divisor in to make it easier to read. Otherwise, it's like this huge, massive number. And we don't necessarily need that, so we just divide it and make it more of a manageable number. And so this is what it ends up spitting out. And again, this is another 2-day chart. And the way you read this is you see how the number over here is 3563. Basically what that means is that the crypto market valuation for all of crypto right now is 3.564 trillion with a T dollars. Right? And of course, if the number goes up, that means that the crypto market is increasing in market valuation, and therefore the coins are going up. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solano, all the things. And of course, if it goes down, the opposite, right? So this chart is pretty cool because it's essentially like the S&P 500 for all of crypto. We could look at just Bitcoin, which we did right here on this chart over here. We could look at just Ethereum. We could pull up an individual altcoin. But we also could just look at it as a basket. So that's the whole point of looking at this chart. So the reason I go down this road is because if the signal that I'm looking at on Bitcoin is the 2-day chart right over here, and again, really all I'm looking for is squeeze, max bull, check, check. Then I want to check my work on this chart. And I ask myself, well, do we see the same thing here? Because again, this is the crypto market cap, so this is kind of like looking at the S&P 500 for all of crypto. So even if you're long Ethereum or Doge or whatever you happen to prefer, if this chart goes higher, it more than likely will take your coin with it. So we look here and we ask, okay, well, do we have a max bull? And we do, right? It is a max bull chart. And then second, we ask, okay, well, what does the squeeze look like? And the squeeze here looks a little bit different than it did on the 2-day chart that I just showed you on Bitcoin. Here, the squeeze actually formed, threatened to fire short. You see how it goes red? You stay in a squeeze, you never fire out of it. The squeeze starts to round back up, and now you have the potential to actually come out of the bottom end of it and fire the squeeze that way. Right? This is called a slingshot squeeze. Basically, it goes red, stays red, turns around, stays in a squeeze the whole time, and then has the potential to launch to the upside, which actually can be some of the most powerful squeezes that we know. So, similar pattern here as well, right, on crypto. And if this pattern plays out, and I'm going to be using this chart pretty heavily for guiding my trades in crypto, roughly this is from about 3 to about 3.5, right? So you have about, let's just kind of use round numbers here. Let's say it's 35 minus 30. That means there's 5, right? There's about a 5 coil in this. So the way it traditionally would work is you take the top, which is about 3.5 at the moment, you add 5, which is the size of the coil. 35 plus 5 takes you into 40, or basically a $4 trillion crypto market valuation, right? So essentially my plan, and we'll see how it goes, right? The setup is there, and hopefully the weekend treats me well. The plan and the setup is I'm in IBIT. I'm in IBIT out until February monthly expiration. I will sell my IBIT when this chart hits 4,000, which really just translates to $4 trillion. And then that's when I sell my IBIT, take profits. If you prefer to trade other things, like let's say you prefer to trade Ethereum or any of the other multiple coins that you could trade, you can also use this chart to guide your trading. And frankly, I would do it the exact same way. If I was in Ethereum or Litecoin or Doge or any other coin, if this chart breaks out and it hits $4 trillion market cap valuation, I would take my profits there and then look to reload on the next pullback. So that's what we're going to be doing going into next week with the crypto position. We'll see if the weekend is kind or not, but hopefully the setup is there for you. And if you were not familiar with the total market cap chart on TradingView, then now you are, and hopefully it helps guide you in your trading. All right, guys, that's my time. Thanks as always. Drop us a like, drop us a comment. If you like the crypto stuff, definitely drop us a comment. Lets us know that there's demand for it. We'll keep it coming. So we would appreciate that if you did. See you next time, guys. Cheers.